September 5th, 1982, half-cast 597, episode 597, let's go. Of course, I have a few things to share with you guys. Shall we? Man hid in bushes for hours near ex's house before gunning down her new boyfriend at her doorstep.
So he will sit in jail until his trial. We've learned he also lost his job with the Department of Public Health after his arrest. Channel 2's Taisha Fernandez live now in DeKalb County where the shooting happened, and Ty, the victim's family, is just relieved.
George, the family told the judge today if she let him out on bond, they would be afraid for their lives, mostly because police say the suspect hid in these bushes waiting to execute his son's mother's new boyfriend.
Keep your head to the sky, champ. It's not the end of the world. Wait. Yes, it is, because malice murder in the state of Georgia gets you bumping it on. Tell him what he's won. You qualify for the death penalty. An all-expense-paid trip to lethal injection. Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday. A Georgia man will remain jailed while awaiting trial for allegedly gunning down his ex's new boyfriend. He seems to like sitting in one spot for extended periods of time while the world passes him by. I think he'll be fine. Put a few shrubs next to his bunk, he'll be right at home. A DeKalb County judge denied bond for Keenan Maxwell Williams, 35, on Wednesday following a hearing. Atlanta ABC affiliate WSB reported Williams is accused of malice murder in the July 6th death of Cole Pitter, 36, who was shot to death on his girlfriend's doorstep in Lithonia. Pitter's girlfriend was reportedly the mother of Williams' child. So it's bad enough. It's actually terrible that you shot someone over your emotions. But what if one of your children would have been in the immediate vicinity and you hit one of your children too? You don't think about that? Phone records show Williams lurked in the bushes outside the woman's home for hours on multiple occasions. You don't have any, she must have been your whole world because you don't have anything else to do, including the night he killed Pitter, prosecutors said, according to WSB. Talk about a one-trick pony. What are you going to do now? What you going to do if she finds another boyfriend? Eventually, she's going to find another boyfriend. Hell, she might even get married. You know what she was doing with her new man. She was breaking him in while you sat there in the hedges. Man, get out of the brush, check for ticks, take a shower, and get ready for work tomorrow. You sitting there in the bushes, getting yourself angrier and angrier, working yourself up until you do something stupid, and eventually you did. Williams was arrested almost a month later on August 5th. Sheriff records show bond denied. Judge Desiree Sutton Piegler is heard saying during the virtual hearing, according to WSB, Pitter's family had told investigators that they would have feared for their lives if Williams had gotten out of jail. You never know who a person is or what can make a person snap. Absolutely. It's kind of scary. Cinnamon Pitter, the victim's sister, told the station, "We don't know the inner workings of that relationship, but she left this man for a reason. She probably saw bits and pieces, flashes of this type of behavior and said, oh, hell no, I got to get him out of here." Investigators accused Williams of harassing Pitter 2 months before killing him, including shooting Pitter's car while he was at the woman's home. He was in there with your woman and you just outside sick, funky, hungry, and jealous. Williams also allegedly broke into the house while Pitter was there just 1 week before the shooting. Law enforcement surveillance records also apparently show Williams' car leaving the scene minutes after the shooting. And you might ask the question, why didn't they go to the courts? Why didn't they get an order of protection or a restraining order. These type of people don't respect those pieces of paper. They don't respect boundaries. So nothing was going to stop this man from coming until something drastic happened. And unfortunately, this happened in the form of a murder. Williams' lawyer has reportedly argued that he shot Pitter in self-defense. You need to fire that lawyer, because that lawyer should be fighting to get the death penalty off the table. If anything, these two underestimated Williams. Williams apparently shot Pitter 10 times in self-defense, right? Get out of here. According to an obituary, Pitter was born in Queens, New York, and was a musician in his spare time. From the moment Cole Everton Pitter entered this world, he brought light, laughter, and warmth to everyone around him, the tribute said. Cole's journey was filled with brilliance, creativity, and compassion. Court records in Williams' case do not indicate a future hearing date. Of course, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. I love to hear your opinions on this. Me personally, I would have went to the gym, got a snack, a few episodes of Rick and Morty. I would have been like ex-girlfriend who. Maybe that's my problem now. But some people just can't let go. And as we see here, that can be very destructive. Lynn police officer on leave after becoming suddenly incapacitated while on duty. He had all 4 burners, the oven, and the broiler going. He was cooking.
Look at him. Look at him.
No.
Look at him.
So,
High as fuck.
I would say so.
High as fucking on the job.
Like I told
Gonna
you.
come and deal with shit.
No. Like I told you, you're coming off a double and you got in a bad back.
It's
So
alright.
relax.
Yep. Call your sergeant right now. Call your sergeant.
We're not gonna.
Call your sergeant.
Oh, we're not gonna do that.
Call your sergeant. I want your sergeant here. I have my rights to call a sergeant here. So call your sergeant right now.
All right, we're gonna call.
Call your sergeant. What's your name?
Officer Mason.
What's
Hey,
your
real
name?
quick, Officer
What's your name?
They
Protecting him.
we're not
What's your
protecting.
name?
What's my name?
Yes.
Officer Sapinski.
Man, oh man, if looks could kill, they wanted to disappear that guy, because a bullet is always the answer for people who you're not patient enough to deal with, isn't it, officer? I mean, who does he think he is, chirping off at us while my partner stands off to the side, hanging on to that imaginary cliff for dear life? Big man was especially irate because he knows when the sergeant pulls up and finds out that he's been basically chauffeuring around his partner while he's in that condition, that's going to be his ass too. A Lynn police officer was placed on leave Friday amid an investigation into a video that appears to show him incapacitated during a traffic stop. The unnamed officer became suddenly incapacitated, which is a very sweet way to put it, while on a call, which the department said appeared to be a medical episode. All potential contributing factors are being thoroughly examined as part of the ongoing investigation, Lynn Police wrote in a statement on Facebook. In accordance with department policy, the officer has been placed on administrative leave pending the outcome. Let's be honest with each other, because not being able to perform your job because you're too high is a medical condition. Being incoherent, being off balance, not being aware of your surroundings, all off point, those are all medical conditions. He should not be at work. If the dookie hits the fan and he can't defend himself or his partner, he's a liability.
Nope.
So, let me-
No, this motherfucker's high. Look at him.
No,
You're gonna lose your job, motherfucker. Gonna lose your job. Gonna lose your job, motherfucker. Look at him. Look at him. Gonna lose his job. Gonna lose his job. The drunk motherfucker coming to the job, trying to correct me. Yup. Look at him. Call your sergeant. Call your sergeant. Yeah. Trying to protect his boyfriend.
The department does not typically comment on ongoing investigations, Lynn Police said, but wanted to address public concern based on evidence collected to date, including a review of body-worn camera footage and consultation with medical professionals. It appears the officer experienced a medical-related episode. That doesn't explain or explain away anything, because you can have a medical-related episode from eating something that you're allergic to. You can also have a medical related episode from abusing drugs. It's all under that huge umbrella of medical related episodes. The video circulating on multiple platforms. Shout out to the Facts Dude on X who brought us this video crystal clear with no rain bet, no crazy watermarks in its entirety. Appreciate you. Shows the officer not responding to questions, blinking slowly and struggling to stand. Two other officers at the scene speak to the individual recording, who repeatedly accuses the officer of being affected by drugs or alcohol. Like I told you, he's coming off a double and he's got a bad back. When you tell me that you have a bad back and you look like that, the first thing I'm going to think is he's popping pain pills. One of the officers tells the individual recording who tells them to call their supervisor. Smart move. I want your sergeant here. The individual recording says, now if you watch the video, big man at first says, we're not doing that. But the other cop says, yeah, we're going to get the sarge. He then asks the officer his name. The officer does not answer, then stumbles, says he's not high. Now, if it was just a passing guess that he might be under the influence, it was definitely confirmed when he opened his mouth and is led away, according to the video, which includes expletives. Of course, I love to hear your thoughts on this. I love to hear your opinions on this. If you're this man's partner, you've been riding around with him all day, you know what he's on. If he was having a diabetic situation, if he was having flu-like symptoms, if he ate something that didn't agree with him, you would have came out and said that up front confidently. So yes, I think he is high in this video, and you're lucky all that dude did was just talk crazy to you, because your partner would be no good in a shootout. Fun show, fun show, fun show. The music for this episode is from Will B. Alexander. Get your music from Will B. Alexander. I'll leave the contact information down here at the bottom. If you're a producer and you would like to have your music featured on an episode of this podcast, reach out to me on any one of my socials. I'll leave that information up at the top. Don't forget to follow me on all my socials. Find me wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts. I am there. That being said, I'm going to wrap this one up, but I'll be sure to talk to you guys very, very soon. Jusqu'à la prochaine fois. Keep your head to the sky, King. It's not the end of the world. Wait, yes it is, because malice murder in the state of Georgia gets you bumped. Tell him what he's won. You qualify for the death penalty. An all-expense paid trip to lethal injection. Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday. Keep your head up, champ. It's not the end of the world. Wait, yes it is, because keep your head to the sky, champ. It's not the end of the world. Wait, yes it is, because malice murder in the state of Georgia gets you bumped. Tell him what he's won. You qualify for the death penalty. An all-expense paid trip to lethal injection. Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday.